Hi everyone, Artho here. I know I said I was gonna have a week off, but what happened is I meditated and then I thought of something that was rather important, and then I had a feeling I had to do this video because it might actually help someone. Right. This is to an ex, by the way. Basically, I just realised who my karmic was, and it was the person that gaslighted me. The a karmic partner is someone that is there to teach you lessons, like, the lessons that you weren't learning in the past, like the things you was doing wrong and stuff like that. Now, when I got gaslighted, what I learned is to stay away from wrong uns, to stop running, to not be as closed off, and to stop numbing the pain, because I could see like why I needed to stop because of who the gaslighter was. He would use all of that stuff against me or on me, and it would, obviously hurt like hell. So yeah, and the only way to completely end that cycle was to stop numbing the pain, because he knew that I wanted to numb the pain. So he'd give me whatever it was to numb the pain, because I did used to smoke weed, and the only way out was to quit. I'm not even kidding, because he would always have it there, and I had to say no. I had to learn to say no, don't want it. And I had to learn to, like, break away from it. A gaslighter will make you dependent on them. So what they know what you want, they know how to push your buttons, they know what you need, they know all that stuff, right? And the only way out and away from them is to stop needing those things or whatever. And basically, to an ex that is with or has split up with, I don't know, but they need to realize what lessons that karmic person is there to teach them, and they need to, break away from it. They need to get away from the karmic, and they need to do what they need to do to completely, learn the lesson. Otherwise, the karmic is going to have power over you and keep you stuck. And it was really hard lessons to learn. Honestly, I nearly died, and I had no will anymore. I was like, I just didn't want to stay. And God appeared in my voice, not in my voice, in my head, with his voice, and said, please don't give up. And from that moment on, I got up and got better and forced myself to eat and stuff like that, because I'd completely stopped eating. And yeah, so basically this video is to give some advice to anyone that is with a karmic. I mean, it's really hard as well to know who your karmic is. You have to really think about it. Basically, your false flame is someone that looks and feels like your twin flame, but isn't. They're a false reflection. Your karmic is someone there to teach you lessons, and it'll be very uncomfortable, and they will give you hell, honestly. And it will probably last a while, depending on how much you have to work on in yourself. And your twin flame is your reflection, kind of, but they're also the opposite to you, and they're connected to your heart. So yeah, it can get a little confusing. You can also learn a lot from all three. And they don't know that they're doing it. They don't know that they're teaching you stuff. They just are doing it, basically. But to end up in harmonious union with your twin flame, you have to go through it with the karmic and the false flame. And you also have to finish healing, because otherwise you're not going to get into harmonious union with your twin flame, because you're not harmonious, you're not healed, you're not whole, you're not the way you're meant to be. And your twin flame is not going to like that. They're not going to want you when you're not being yourself. They're not going to want you when you're not being harmonious. Yeah. And obviously this includes healing from childhood traumas and healing from environmental bull and abuse and stuff like that. And you really have to dive deep into yourself and look at your issues, look at everything that bothers you, look at why, and you have to face everything by yourself. Expecting someone to help you with it is not going to work. It's just going to be a temporary fix, because you're the one that's meant to be doing it and they cannot do it for you. Nobody can heal you. You have to do it yourself. But yeah, I just needed to get this message out there, because I had a feeling, and it really would explain a lot. But yeah, karmics are horrible. They're horrible. And like when you meet them, you'll be like, oh, they're lovely. No. The longer you're with them, the more hellish it gets, and you just want to get away from them as fast as you can. As soon as you know, you're like, oh my god. And even if you're a psychic, no, your abilities will not work for yourself. You will literally have to figure everything out yourself. Psychic abilities do not work that way. They only work for others and certain things, and they only work when they are meant to work. We can't just go, oh yeah, let's read this situation, what's going to happen. It doesn't work like that. If we pick up something, then we were shown something. That's it. If we didn't pick anything up, we're not meant to know. Okay? Unless we have to figure it out ourselves. So yeah, basically, to get into harmonious union with your twin flame and to get out of karmic relationships and karmic patterns and, false flames, you need to be your ultimate self, your best self. You need to heal everything that needs healing. You need to face yourself. You need to stop relying on anything other than you to get you back up or to, make you feel better, because it's only going to bite you in the ass when you're not facing anything. Life will force you out of it, or your karmics will. Because the only way to get rid of the karmic is by getting rid of the issue. Literally, that is how needed a karmic is. If you are not facing your issues, if you are running away from yourself and your problems, your karmic will force you to change. There's no way out of the karmic relationship until your issues have gone. And that's the best way I can explain it. I hope I've helped. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and toodaloo mofos.